Good morning children, hope you all are fit and fine. These are the answers of previous video. Now today we'll continue chapter 1 data representation, and under this we will be studying about the different character encoding scheme of computer like ASCII, Unicode. So let's start with the representation of character in memory. Now as you know that we input the data through the keyboard, and computer must be able to handle that data, and that data can be numeric data, alphanumeric data, or different symbols which are present in the computer's keyboard. So children, these type of data or this data is known as alphanumeric data, which contain digits 0 to 9 digits, special symbols, and the alphabets in lowercase and uppercase also. So there are many character encoding schemes which help us in computer to do so, like your ASCII code, ISCII code, and Unicode character encoding schemes. Before that, we must know what are bits, bytes, and words. Now you know that computer can understand only binary language, so the data which we input in the computer, that is got converted into binary language. So what a bit is? The bit is a single binary value, and you know binary number system only contains two values, that is 0 and 1. So 0 and 1, that digit, that single digit is known as a bit. And what a byte is? Byte, it is a unit of measurement used to measure the data which is being inputted in the computer, and one byte contains 8 binary bits, or you can see the combination of 8 zeros and 1 ones. Therefore each byte can be used to represent 256 different values. Now what a word is? A word size refers to the number of bit that can be processed by the computer CPU in one go. And you must have heard that the speed of the computer is 32 bits or 64 bits, etc. So that is what in one go how many words can be processed, or the computer can work on how many words in one go. That is the word size, or that is that it depends, it's the speed of the computer depends on the word size. In one go how many words can be processed by the computer, and what will be the how many words it can output, that is the word. And it is a natural size with which the processor is handling the data, and it is also referred to as the register's size. So these are the terms bit, bytes, words which are being used in the computer. So now let's begin with the character encoding scheme. The first one is your ASCII character encoding scheme, and it is most widely used alphanumeric code, and its full form is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Now what are these character encoding scheme? Actually what they are doing, children, as you know that we are inputting the data through the keyboard only. When we press any key from the keyboard, what happens, its equivalent, its numeric equivalent is already fed in these character encoding scheme. Like if we talk about the ASCII character encoding scheme, its entire table is being given in your book, children. You can refer to page number 49. There you can see a table is there headed partial listing of ASCII code. So you can see in the first column the characters are being written ABCD, and its equivalent 7-bit ASCII code is also given, and the octal and hexadecimal equivalent is also given. So when we press, suppose say I press a key A from the keyboard, so its equivalent will be 1000001. that is a 7-bit ASCII equivalent of character A, or you can see the key A which is being pressed from the keyboard. And the decimal equivalent, you also know about that. 65 is the decimal equivalent of ASCII, the character A which is being pressed from the keyboard. So every character present on the keyboard, it has a equivalent 7-bit ASCII code, or your decimal equivalent code, or octal or hexadecimal. So when we press a key, it get converted into its ASCII code, or whatever the computer is following whatever and character encoding scheme the computer is following, right? So this is how your data gets converted into the ASCII code, and then it got converted into your binary coding, so that the computer must understand, or the computer must understand, when the computer will understand your language, then only it can process it. So it is these character encoding scheme play a very important role in changing the information which is being inputted by the user to the computer understandable language. So we were talking about the ASCII code. It is a 7-bit code, and its newer version has also come, that is a 8-bit code. And talking about the 7-bit code, it has 2 to the power 7, that is 128 possible code groups, and it is used to transfer alphanumeric information between a computer and input output devices such as your video terminal or printer, etc. So computer also uses it internally to store the information that an operator types in at the computer's keyboard. So this was all about the ASCII code. Now we'll talk about the EBC, the IC code, EBCDIC code, and it stands for Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code. It is another character encoding scheme, and it is also an 8-bit character encoding scheme, and it is mainly used in IBM mainframe and IBM mid-range computer operating system. And in EBCDIC file, each alphabetic or numeric character is represented with a 8-bit binary number. So 256 possible characters are defined in this character encoding schemes. So now the next one is your ISCII, and it stands for Indian Standard Code for Information Intelligence. So children, with the advent of computer, you know that in computer we can work in any language. Like if we talk about in India, we can work in computer with the Indian scripts also, and if we go abroad, we can work in like if we go in the China, we can work in Chinese with the Chinese keyboard, Greek keyboard, or Japanese, Korean, etc. So how the computer accepts different languages and how it processes it. So first we'll talk about the Hindi scripts. So children, there is a character encoding scheme for Indian scripts also, that is known as Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is a 8-bit code capable of coding 256 character. It retains all the ASCII characters and offer coding for Indian scripts also. And this was developed by a very famous company, Indian company, CDAG. And this character encoding scheme is also used by IBM for PC DOS and Apple for ILK, and by the several other companies that are developing products and solution based on this representation. Now children, in our country, it is must that this in character encoding scheme, this is also being made mandatory for the data being collected by the organization like the Election Commission and the other projects which require the Hindi scripts. So it is very important for those projects or those computer in which these type of work is being done. Now this character encoding scheme, it is not applicable to only Devanagari script but also to the Gurumukhi, Gujarati, Uriya, Bengali, Assamese, and other Indian scripts also. And because the structure of these script is so similar that a single coding can be applied to all of them. So that's why this particular encoding scheme is being used for transliteration between the Hindi scripts. So this was all about the Indian script. Now next we move to the Unicode and character encoding scheme. Now this character encoding scheme is very important, and this is being widely used internationally. Nowadays this Unicode character set is being used because it can represent more than 65,000 characters, and it includes almost all the character encoding schemes plus all the languages which are being used all around the world, like your Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Greek, and many other languages, like Indian scripts also, all the Indian scripts, and plus all the symbols which are available in the keyboard and which are represented by ASCII and your EBDIC character encoding schemes. Now it is becoming very popular, and it is supported by many operating system for all the modern browsers and other products also, and it allow data to be transported through many different systems without any corruption. So this is also importance of this Unicode character encoding schemes. Now the significance of this Unicode character encoding scheme is that it provides a unique number for every character. It is providing a unique, like your ASCII character coding is providing, same way this Unicode character encoding scheme is also providing a unique number combination for every character of almost all the languages present all around the world. And no matter what the platform is, no matter what the program is, in which program you are working, and no matter which language you are using, it is providing a unique number for all the characters being used. And it has been adopted by the Apple's computer, HP, IBM, Microsoft, and many other popular computers company. They are all accepting this. And children, this Unicode characters scheme, you know that Java is also a platform independent. This is because of this Unicode character scheme only. So now you can see it is a very important character encoding scheme. So children, you have to do question number 8 to 14 from page number 59 of your textbooks in your fair notebook. And with this we come to an end of this session. Have a good day. Stay home, stay safe.